Oh, just give me a minute. Can you see it now?
No.
Do you see a black screen?
Yeah, just waiting to view GXN screen.
That is what it says. Can
Yeah.
you press escape button once?
Yeah, tried, but no.
Not working?
No.
Okay, you can just log out and log in again. Oh, it shows you offline. Hello? That's fine. So the second thing, the permission set is secondary, okay, and permission set is to be, provided to the user, and permission set can be, you can provide multiple permission sets to the user. Got it? So it's more like, let me, relate it to something so that you can easily understand. We use mobile phone, and then on the mobile phone there is a base plan. Okay, so there is a primary plan of the mobile phone. This is the plan. Okay, and your whatever tariff for rentals that you have to pay to the service provider company, that is based on the base plan, right? So you can just have one base plan, right? And then you have some top-ups and add-on plans. Let's say you want a plan for sending messages, you want a plan for calling international, making international calls, you need a plan for internet services. Got that thing? Sandhya, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear.
Yeah. So you got that concept, what we are talking about?
Yeah.
So there is one profile for a user, which is basically the primary permission, collection of permissions for that user. In addition to that, if the user requires additional permissions which are not given through profile, then it will be permission sets to the user. Got it?
Got it.
Simple? Okay. So that's about profile and permission sets, and then we started talking about data sharing thing yesterday, and the first thing that we talked about is OWD. OWD is what? Organization wide default. So basically it is used for making data private or public. This is what we do using OWD. Okay. Now we understood that either we can make data completely private or completely public, right? This is what we understand. So data either made completely fully private or made fully public. That is something we can do. Now our next requirement is that the managers want to still see the data of their subordinates. Even if it is public, then there is no issue at all. Okay. If the data is private, then we can have a scenario where the manager says that I want to see the data of my subordinate. Okay, I want to see the data of my team. That can be a requirement. Okay, so that requirement comes only when we are talking about making some objects data private. It does not come when it is public. When it is public, it's open to all. So manager is no exception. He's again a part of that team. Or if it is completely public, he gets to see the data. If you have made the data private, then this concept may come, right? So before we can actually give access to the manager or someone, whatever, based on the hierarchy, we have to define the hierarchy. Okay. So to define hierarchy here, we do have a concept called roles. Okay, it's a very simple thing. You will have to go to manage users and then go to roles. and there you have to go and set up roles. So basically in the role setup, what we are doing, we just set up the hierarchy. Okay, that what kind of a hierarchy your organization follows. You have CEO, CFO, COO, SVP, customer service, this. Okay, so whatever hierarchy you follow in your company, you have to define that hierarchy. Got it? So there's a dummy hierarchy which is already defined here. You can remove things from here, you can delete these roles, and you can add your own roles. So whatever is your company structure, organization structure, that can be defined here. We can remove everything here and we can completely form our organization structure here. Alright, so you can delete things, you can add roles, you can assign the role to users, but we'll not assign it from here. Now once you go to a user, you'll see there is a field on the user called role. Okay, right now there is no role assigned to the users. You can go to the user, click on edit, and then you can define the role for that user, right? So this way, if you want the data visibility to be controlled using hierarchy, then you have to define the organization structure under roles, and for each user you have to define the role, what role that user is in. Let's say this user is a CEO. There's another user who is CFO. So by default, the second user who is a CFO reports to CEO as per the organization structure, right? So that is how simple it is. Now once you have defined this hierarchy and organization structure, now let's go back and look into the organization by default. Just go to the sharing settings here. Click on edit. Yes. So this column is where you can allow the data access using hierarchies. Means allow the manager to see the data of the subordinate. As per the defined hierarchy, the senior person will have the access of the data of his subordinate. Okay. So for that you just need to check this checkbox. So let's say if I make cases private, till the time right now case is public, so does not make a difference. Everyone is able to see the data. The moment I make it private, then if this checkbox is checked, the manager will get to see the cases of his subordinate. Got it? Simple concept. Let me know if there is any question or doubt here. Alright.
So that means manager can edit?
Yes. He will have access.
Oh.
Fine. Now, so the next thing that we are talking about is grant access using hierarchies. So
Jeet, one question here. So according to the hierarchy role, if the manager is having, let us assume that manager is having the access to the subordinates records. So my question is, like, if his profile, the profile assigned it to that particular manager, okay, and the permission sets does not define any kind of if the profile has defined him like read-only access is available or something for the profile assigned to that particular manager, so is it possible? I mean, which one overrides?
Profile.
Is it profile is going to override it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Or the role.
Yeah, so if the profile does not give you the permission to see some data, read access to some data, then you do not see that object itself, you don't see the data in that object. now it does not matter that whose data that is. Got it?
Yeah, at least if they have given read, then it is only read only. That's it, right?
Yeah, if they just have a read access, then it will be read permission that they have, right?
Okay, got it.
Okay. So in sharing settings, first thing we have talked about is we have made the data completely private or public. We have talked about making data private or public. That is one thing that we have talked in sharing settings. Okay. Second concept that we just talked about is granting access using hierarchies. Okay. Here there is one small thing. If you see for initial few objects, you do not have an option of turning it off. Grant access using hierarchies is checked on, and I do not see an option to turn it off. You cannot check it off. So by default it's given, and it is always given. You cannot remove this thing. So these are all standard objects. If you can see, these are all standard objects, and after that we have all these custom objects. Got it? Now the problem is, or basically what we understand from here is that if it's a standard object, the conclusion that comes out is that for a standard object, manager will always have access to the data of his subordinate. You do not have an option of turning it off. Got it? So if you are using standard objects to store your data, and if you have a role hierarchy defined, and if you are doing the sharing settings, no matter what you do, manager will always get to see the data of the subordinate. Okay, and there is no way to turn it off. Got it? So on standard objects, if hierarchy is defined, manager will always get to see subordinate's data. Alright. However, for custom objects, the objects that you have created, you have the option of removing this option, turning it off. Which means for custom objects you can make data completely isolated, only visible to the owner. But for standard object, at least the manager will definitely get to see. So you cannot completely make the data private that only owner of the record will get to see, no one else in the company gets to see. That thing cannot happen if you are using a standard object. Got it? So let's say we were designing an app for the consultant manager. So consultants, let's say some personal information even which the manager should not see. For that you always have to design a custom object. You cannot manage that with a standard object, because for standard object, manager will always have access to the data of subordinate, right? So there can be some data, usually while we are talking about any business related information, it makes absolute sense that manager gets to see the data of subordinate. So there is nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you may have some objects for storing, some personal information which even the manager should not see. Then basically you have to use a custom object. None of the Salesforce standard object can help you in that. Got that thing? Okay. Now this is the second concept on the sharing settings. There is one more concept. If someone needs access to my data, let's say we are all in the same team, okay, and Sai Krishna is gonna go on leave from tomorrow. Okay, so Sai is gonna be on leave from tomorrow, and the data for us in our company is private. Okay, me and Sai Krishna, we both work in the same level, so no one is manager or nothing. But Sai Krishna is going on leave, and for 2 weeks he will not be here. Company wants me to look after his accounts and opportunities for 2 weeks. Valid requirement. The company wants me to look after Sai Krishna's accounts and opportunities because he's not there in the company for 2 weeks. He's on a leave. Then what will we do? What do we do at that point of time? The data is already private. I am not even Sai Krishna's manager that I can see his data. So here what we have to do, we have to define a special rule for giving this kind of an access. Okay, so we will give access using sharing rule. So there is another concept which is called sharing rule. Okay. So scroll down a little. You will see the sharing rule thing here. You have sharing rule for all the objects, all standard as well as custom object. Sharing rules are there. Got it? Lead sharing rule, account sharing rules, opportunity sharing rules, case sharing rules, right? So whenever you have an exception to the default setting, you can define that using sharing rules. Okay, so sharing rules is primarily meant for defining exceptions to the default settings. Got it? So let's say you want to define account sharing rule. Okay, so just go to new, give the rule name. Okay, and then you have to define what rule type you want to follow. You want to share the data of a particular record owner, or you want to share data based on certain criteria, and then you can definitely go and define whose data with whom do you want to share. So you want to share this team's data with some other team, we can do that. And what level of access we want to give. You want to give a read-only access, you want to give a read-write access, because we are talking about account. So opportunity and cases are linked to the account. Do you want to keep opportunity and cases private, or you want to give access to that as well, right? While I am being allowed to view Sai Krishna's accounts, do I need access to see his opportunities also? If yes, do I just need to see, or I need to edit? Do I need to view his cases as well, the cases on that particular account? Yes. Got that? Okay. So I think this should answer the question that this sharing rule should answer the question that you were asking yesterday, Sai. What was that question that you were talking about? What was that?
Yeah, I was asking about like if the same team members are having different.
Something.
Yeah, I mean I don't remember, but
that I think this answers that, right? So
yeah, hopefully.
Sometimes yes.
Yeah.
So sometimes
But as far as I mean the topics covered till now, I mean like it answered my questions. That's yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday, while you asked that question, I also forgot what was the question, but that was pretty much related to this thing and sharing rule. And that is the reason why I told you that tomorrow it's going to be more clear. So basically, his question was around, if there is an exception that we have to define that, okay, fine, there are, multiple, there is a team, let's say, and that team wants to share the data within themselves. There can be, some team, entire organization can have one rule and one team may require a different rule. Let's say there's a team which works on what do you call this, high priority accounts, the top accounts. Okay, that team cannot afford that. Okay, fine, the person who is responsible for that case, that way person will only come and answer. That team just works on the moment case comes, they need to resolve. So in that case, they don't depend on one single person, they just want to resolve it as a team, whoever is available. So they might want to share that, okay fine, if his case is open, I should start working on that. So there can be a lot of requirements where you need exceptions. Sharing rule will help you define those exceptions. So I told you one more example. Let's say there is one person who is going on leave. Usually the data is private, but because this person is going on leave for a couple of weeks, company wants me to see his data. Otherwise, once he comes back, again they don't want me to see the data. So those are handled using these sharing rules. Correct? So now this is what we have to know and this is what we have to remember. So simple concept. First comes the permissions. Okay, so every user has a profile. Profile holds, contains all the permissions, and that profile assigned to the user defines or decides what that user can do. Got it? So if I have to make it a little more simple, so let's say there is a sales profile. This is how it would work. Let's say there is a sales profile, and then we four of us are working in the sales team: Sandhya and Ravi and Sai Krishna and G. Okay. So the sales profile has the permissions. Okay, this is what we have created, and we can assign it to all the sales people. Okay, we are all part of sales team, right? Now let's say Sandhya requires a few additional permissions, okay, which others do not need. Now if you go and make changes in the sales profile, this is specially for you, Sandhya. So if you need some additional permissions which the company does not want to give to others in the same profile, then what will they do? If they add those permissions in the sales profile, then what will happen? We all will get to see that. We all will have those permissions, right? Which the company does not want. So in that case, what they would do, they would create some permission set and give it to you. Okay? And they can give you multiple permission sets. Got this? So the same way, maybe Sai requires another set of permissions which others do not need. So the company can create another permission set for Sai. Ravi requires the same permission set too. Fine. So this is how it can be done. So profile is the base which is shared with multiple users. Okay, permission set is specific to that particular user. Okay, and one user can have multiple permission sets. Got it? So that is what. If you remember this diagram, I think you will be able to use profiles and permission sets more efficiently. Or I will just copy and put it in the email and send it to you. Got it? So this is how it works. All right. So that's about the profile and permission set part. So the permissions that we get are usually from our profiles. Okay. However, if a user requires additional permission, that comes from the permission set. Okay. So that's about the permissions part. Now coming back to the data visibility. Okay. The sharing of the data. Does everyone get to see all the data, or the data is private? That depends on the OWD, organization by default. So OWD will make the data public or private. You can grant access using hierarchies under OWD. Okay, but before that you have to set up the roles. Okay, the organization structure needs to be defined. Otherwise Salesforce will not understand who is manager, who is not manager, and all that stuff, right? And any exceptions on the sharing settings which you have defined can be defined using the sharing rules. Okay, so sharing rule can be used for defining any exceptions on the default OWD thing, organization wide default thing. Got it? So just two concepts on the permissions, profiles and permission sets, and two concepts here, OWD and sharing rules. 4 things. I just want you to understand these 4 things. That's it. Anything related to data access and all. So now if you are an administrator, okay, let me just give you a few scenarios and you tell me how will you handle those. You are the administrator. I tell you that this marketing team should not be able to see, just try and understand this. There's a certain marketing team in our company and I come to you, you are the administrator. I tell you that I don't want marketing team to view opportunity tab. How will you do this? Which of these
the marketing profile, the marketing profile can be changed with opportunities, as we don't give that particular opportunities tab as visible for them. And
so this particular profile needs to be done with the profile, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone agrees to it. So this was my question. So we are working in a company and I told you that marketing team should not see opportunities tab. That is what I want. So how will you implement that? You will go to the profile of the marketing team and remove that permission, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Profiles. So profile is the answer. Now I have one more question. There is, for the marketing profile we have cancelled it. Now there is one guy called Ramesh in the marketing team. He works on opportunities. Okay. So now you have restricted, you have removed the tab, opportunity tab from marketing people. But Ramesh, who is a part of that marketing team, he uses the same profile. This guy needs to see opportunities. Now what will you suggest me?
We can assign particular permission sets for that particular Ramesh user.
Yeah, and next time you will not answer. Okay. Right.
Sorry.
So no, that's fine. I let others also, let me understand how others are understanding. So yeah, so the answer to that is that one user who belongs to the same profile but he needs access to something which is not given on the profile. So how will we deal with that? Permission set. Got it? Okay. Now there is another team which is the sales team. Okay, and the sales team has a lot of problem. They say that others are looking into my opportunities and they are calling my clients and all. So there is a lot of trouble handling all these issues from them. I don't want salespeople to see each other's data. They should only see what data has been assigned to them. What will you use for that?
OWD.
OWD, right. So in OWD, what will we do there? What will we make it? Public or private?
Private.
Okay. And which object are we going to make private? Account or opportunity?
Account.
Okay. So in fact that depends. So where the issue is. So we, sometimes it happens that the company is fine with others viewing accounts, but opportunity is very, very confidential. They don't want others to see. But whatever is the requirement, we can do it for account or opportunity. Very good, very correct answer. All right. So this part is done using OWD. Okay. Now I see that say that there is, there are. Okay, almost we have talked about almost all the scenarios. Yeah, one more scenario which comes for the sharing rule is, let's say you have made accounts as private now. Okay, so you did that, but you know what? These Canada people, the Canada sales guy, they log in a little late. Okay, and I want someone from the Indian team or maybe from the Australian team, Australian sales team, to see the Canada data also, because sometimes they need that kind of an help early in the morning or something like that, and my Canada team logs in a little late. Then what do? I want, let's say I have a team, a sales team in India, I have a sales team in Canada. Okay, Canada sales team logs in a little late, so I want Indian sales team to see the data of Canada team and work on that part. So then what will we need?
We can use sharing rules for them.
Yes, so sharing rule basically can be used to share data of the Canada team with the Indian team as well.
But like if you use sharing rule, like every day they have to share
No, sharing rule
for
is
a certain
once.
period of time.
No, it's just one time thing. Once you have defined that sharing rule, that is active. Till the time you do not go and remove that rule. Correct? So it's not every day that someone has to set.
So
Got it? So we have understood the scenario. Now we understand. So as an administrator, you will have these kind of requirements, and now I think you will understand it pretty well. Based on the answers that I got, I can understand that you completely understand these concepts, right? So anything to do with a complete team's permission, the complete team requires a permission on a certain object, on a certain application, on a certain tab, that has to be done on the profile. One single person needs exceptional permission, magical powers which his teammates do not have, permission sets. Okay. Data, you want to make data private, OWD. Okay. You want to define exception on the data which is already private, you just want to give some sort of access to some people, then sharing rules. Got it? So simple things. Now there is one more thing, one more requirement I have. Now, in the entire company, you have made the data private. Accounts have been made private, okay? But there is one person, let's say Ravi is the administrator in the company and he needs to see everyone's data. So I just tell you that Ravi should see everyone's data. He is the administrator and he needs to see all the data. Now what do we do? Data is private and I want Ravi to see everyone's data.
I think maybe through permission sets.
No.
Role hierarchy.
No.
We can make Ravi superior to all those.
But
Whose data
that
we
is not
want.
the case. He is an administrator. I cannot make him CEO. So he is a database administrator. I cannot actually, okay, using role hierarchy, I can make him superior, but that is not true. That is something which I don't want to do.
Permission sets.
No, permission sets will not help. It's about data access. It is not about permissions, right? Okay, so there can be this kind of requirement also, right? Some people in the organization, like administrators or maybe some developers, testing person, they might need to see data, and they should not be kept in this private public wala thing. Okay, they should be outside this private concept. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you have to give a special permission on the profile. So in profile, there's a special permission which is called view all, and there is one more called modify all. So any user who has this permission through the profile, okay, can see everyone's data and he can edit everyone's data. Modify all will allow him to edit or delete anyone's data. View all will allow him to view everyone's data. Got it? So this permission, if provided on the profile, I will show it to you where it exactly is. In the profile you must have seen this. Okay, you see this view all and modify all permission. For every object you can have. So anyone who has a view all permission on account will get to see all the accounts of the organization, no matter what is the OWD, what is the sharing rule, nothing. Will affect his view capabilities. He will get to see all the records, everyone's records, even if the data is private. Okay, and he does not need any role hierarchy for doing that. So this is a data admin permission. View all and modify all. Anyone who has a modify all permission can go and delete anyone's data. Okay, even if the data has been made private, still he can go and delete anyone's data, right? So this is a supreme permission on the data. View all and modify all. So this comes from the profile. Alright. So sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, basically what you will have is you will have some users in the company who need to see everyone's data, but they are not the owner or the managing director of the company. There are people like database administrators, system administrators, reporting people who need to see everyone's data so that they can do proper reporting. Someone who is doing a reporting, he needs to see everyone's data, right? Otherwise, how will he do the reporting? So the person who is doing reporting, he needs a view all access. If we are talking about someone who imports the data and someone who does the data management, he needs to see everyone's data. Otherwise, how will he do the data management kind of stuff, right? So this all is done using the view all and modify all permission. Alright, so view all, modify all permission overrides all the sharing settings, things and everything. Got it? So people with this permission will have access to all the data, and people with modify all access can modify all the data for that particular object. Clear? Okay. So let me know if you have any other questions on this. If you are all good, have a doubt, question, please let me know.
Maybe it is a bit ahead question, but I'm asking like, do we have some kind of masking for some kind of fields available in the UI?
Masking for fields means label?
I mean, no. Let us assume that you told that some fields may be having. Let us assume it is a talent application, and the payroll. There is a call payroll field. So that particular data should not be visible to,
The field should not be visible, right?
Yeah, the field value should be masked. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, like, I'm not sure, but does Salesforce have that kind of a feature available built in?
Encrypted value you want to display, or you don't want to display the field at all?
No, I don't want to display. No, I want to display the field, but I want to mask it.
Encrypted value basically, right? Encrypted.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that option is there. That option is there.
Okay, okay.
Okay.